First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Emma Snedden. I'm a presidential marketer. President, I'm a presidential marketer in the Juice Plus business. I've been with the business now for just short of 4 years, actually. I joined in February 2013 as a happy customer. That is how most people get involved in the business. Actually, it's absolutely fine to start the business and the product at the same time, but a lot of people, and you'll find as you go through your own business experience, that a lot of people take the product first, love the product, feel the benefit, and are naturally recommending it to their friends and family. So that was exactly what my experience was. Took the product and loved it, felt loads of benefits, particularly my biggest benefit, and you'll all have your own stories, which is brilliant, and I'll cover that in a minute. My biggest benefit that I noticed as a busy working mum at the time was my energy levels massively improved. So I used to be absolutely shattered, tired all the time. And then when I started taking Juice Plus, I was just awake later at night. I was feeling better. I had more energy with the kids. And overall, I just was, my life just got a lot better within about 2 or 3 weeks of taking the product. And then I've taken it every single day. I've taken the capsules every single day for the last almost 4 years now, 3.5 years, nearly 4 years. My children are 19, well, almost 19, and 9 and 6, and all of them take the Juice Plus. The little ones take the chewables, and the older girl takes the capsules. My husband takes the capsules. We all have the shakes. The product, not the shakes. We all have the complete shake every day. I have it for breakfast. I replaced the meal I wasn't having. So we are really, as a family, very passionate about the importance of health as a family, but the ease of taking a product like Juice Plus. My children haven't had a day off school in 3 years. We haven't had a doctor's visit or a prescription of any description for 3 years now. And as a total family, we're just much, much healthier than we were, 3 or 4 years ago. And my business story, I got involved in the business in February 2013, as I said, because as a happy customer. At the time, I was a busy working mum, so I had a career which I'd spent about 15 years building. I was 36 years old then. And I just jumped in with both feet. I absolutely loved it. Now, everybody's reason for joining, including all of yours, will be different. Mine was I just wanted to earn £200 a month part-time to pay for Christmas at the end of the year. And I thought if I can have £200 a month for the next 10 months, I'll have £1,000 at Christmas, and that would have made our lives a lot easier, because we always had that kind of, paying for Christmas out of whatever salary we had in December and January. When I got on a few calls like this, went to a couple of events, spent some time with my sponsor, my upline, realised that actually for me, and maybe for some of you, this was something that could be much more than that, and actually could potentially, if I put some effort in, be actually life-changing. So that's what I did. I really got involved. I started to build a team, really passionately worked with my customers to get them the results that they want. The vast majority of the people who have ever signed up as customers have joined the business as well. And I was able to leave my full-time job in less than a year after joining the business to earn £200 a month. I was earning twice as much doing this part-time as I was full-time in my job and my career. So the reason I tell you that is because it can be for you, you might have one reason for joining now, and as you go through your business, your reasons might move or change, and that's absolutely fine. But we will always meet you where you're at. So your upline, your sponsor, the person who brought you into the business should be talking to you about what you want to get out of this, what your reason for getting involved is, how they can help you, and giving you the tools. There's all of these Zoom calls and events nearby, etc. There's lots and lots of tools to help you to get started in your business so that you can do it and play at this at whatever level you choose. And as I said, you might start just £50, £100 a month. That might be what you're looking for to pay a bill, pay the rent, pay a car tax, whatever. As you go through your business, your goals might get higher and higher, or they may stay at that level. It's entirely up to you. But we always say, like, I can't do it for you. I'll give you, and your upline, your sponsor will give you all the help that they can. But the top and bottom of it is that all the tools are there, but the actual action has to be taken by you. It has to be you that goes out and talks to people. You have to share this product with people so that they can make a decision about whether they want to get involved themselves. So hopefully that just gives you an overview of why I'm talking. 4 years in, I've built a huge organisation all around the world. I've got an amazing team of which you are all part, so you're very welcome to the company if you're new. And you're very welcome. I'm happy to have all of the team involved. I absolutely love working with people. I love working with my team. And you can build this business all over the world simply from your mobile phone. That's exactly what I've done. And just by talking to people, sharing my product experience with people and allowing them to make up their own minds about whether it's for them or not. This isn't a traditional sales business where you're going around knocking on people's doors or, and harassing people to take the product. It's really not like that. The most important part of what we do, and this is sort of job number one, if you like, is take the product ourselves. So if you're not taking the product yet, it's very, very important that you order the product through your own online office and you start to take the product yourself so that you can genuinely recommend this to your friends and family and the people that you meet through social media and in your day-to-day business. So that's task number one, I guess, is to get yourselves on the product and start your own story. I would, if I was you, keep like a journal, like something like a book like this, anything. I've got absolutely, if you could see my office, I've got about 100 of them up there where I keep all my notes. But at the beginning, keep a journal and look at these things. Look, how do you sleep at the moment? What way do you eat at the moment? What's your weight like? Whether that's, are you happy with what you look like? What's your skin, hair and nails look like right now? How do you feel in yourself? What are your energy levels like? So make a kind of a note and scale yourself from 1 to 10 before you start taking the product, or even if you're relatively new to taking the product. And then kind of just once a week or once a fortnight, go back to that journal and scale yourself again on 1 to 10 energy levels, sleep quality, the kind of food that you eat, the energy levels that you've got, any skin problems or hair problems or anything like that that you might have, and just keep a record of it, because this product it's not like a Red Bull or a Mountain Dew or anything like that. It's not something that you take, you drink or you consume and instantly you see the results. This product gets into your body and it responds over time. It's like giving yourself the right fuel to perform properly. So sometimes there are small changes in us that we don't necessarily notice straight away. So for me, I started to sleep really well, like a log, and I used to be up and down all night, and I didn't really notice it until somebody else pointed it out, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I sleep like a good 6-7 hours a night, unbroken sleep, which was huge for me, energy levels, etc., etc. So I'd recommend that you do that, and it's a great starter when you bring in a customer as well. Do the same. Ask them to just write those things down, because they may join the product experience to lose a little bit of weight, which actually was originally why I joined as well, why I took the product, to lose a little bit of Christmas weight. But then if you ask them to look at those 5 things, the chances are that they'll start to sleep better, they'll start to look better, and they won't even be aware because they're not looking for it. So if you just help your customers to realize the small changes that happen over time through taking the product, their experience is heightened. This business is really about offering value to people. So they may want to lose a little bit of weight, or they may want to get better skin, hair and nails, but as a byproduct of all of that, they may find they have lots more energy, they're awake later at night, etc., etc. So that's number one. Get on the product and start to understand what your story is. The very simple way, if those of you who've been in the business a little bit longer, or even those of you who are just starting out, get that journal out again and just write down, this is how I construct my story. So you need to be able to tell it in a really simple way that's interesting to people.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang on a second, someone's not needed. So you need to be able to tell your story in a way that's interesting to people. This is how I would recommend that you come up with what your product experience or your business experience is. So number one, what was going on before? So why did you start taking the product? What was going on before? So for me, as I said, I was a 36-year-old busy working mum. I was the last person to be looked after in my house through my own fault. I didn't eat breakfast very often. I was absolutely shattered, working long hours, and I wasn't really looking after my health properly. So what was going on before? And then what was bad about that? So what was bad about that for me was that I was absolutely shattered. I wasn't performing the way that I should be. I was going to the gym, so I was quite fit, but I wasn't healthy. And the upshot of that was that I, had no energy. I was falling asleep at night before the kids were, and just really not sleeping very well either. So what was going on before? What was bad about that? And then number 3 is, why is it better now? So once you start taking the product, you'll realize that those things for you, whatever they are, will start to be better. So for me, the end of my story there would be, so I came across a product called Juice Plus. I absolutely loved it straight away. It's just 30 fruit and vegetables in a capsule, or it's a complete shake, whichever product that you're on at the moment. And for me, very quickly realized I started to sleep better. My energy levels massively improved. And there's an upshot of that. I was just healthier and happier. And I've been taking it for 4 years now, and I've never felt healthier or better than I do right now. So that's a very, very simple way to construct your story. What was going on before? What was bad about that? And why is it better now? You should be able to do that quite easily in about 60 seconds. The purpose of your story in this business is just to pique people's interest, that's all. So that people will ask you, okay, that's interesting, tell me a little bit more about that. So number one is take the product. Number two is start to sort out your story and understand what your story is. The next thing I would suggest that you do is look at your Facebook. So a lot of what we do in this business now is driven through social media for a lot of people. You don't have to do it through social media if you don't want to. You can absolutely just talk to people. We've got millionaires in this company who aren't even on Facebook. So there is lots and lots and lots of different ways for you to build this business. It doesn't have to be through social media, but social media, whichever platform you choose, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, is a very quick and easy way to talk to a lot of people in one go. So if you think about how long it takes to go out and individually talk to 20 people, or you can post something on Facebook saying, feeling amazing, jumped out of bed this morning, excited about my day. That will go out to however many friends you have on Facebook will, as long as they're on Facebook at that time, potentially they will see that post. So rather than having to go to 20 people saying, I feel amazing, you can actually just put a post on your social media that says something like that, and it's a quicker way of talking to lots and lots of people. But you need to sort your Facebook out, and what I mean by that is have a look through it. Even if you've been in the business a little while, this might be something that's potentially holding you back a little bit. Your Facebook profile picture needs to be you. Okay, not your cat, not your dog, not the product, but a picture of you, a nice smiley picture of you, so that when people look at your profile, they know that it's you. We make decisions like that about whether we want to be friends with people, even if we know them, whether we want to be, friends, virtual friends or real life friends with people really, really quickly. So that your picture needs to be a picture of you, so that people can see that that's you and who you are and what you look like. And then the content of your profile should be interesting and happy. And, I don't mean, you have to, if you're having a bad day, that you have to pretend that you're not, but maybe don't share that on Facebook. If you're trying to share a health product with people and how good you feel and how excited you are about the business and the path that you've taken, then you need to be consistent about that. If you suddenly then post stuff about, being negative or down or feeling rubbish, or, if you do get a cold or whatever, if you've just taken the product, sometimes you will. I haven't had a cold for like 3 or 4 years now, apart from the odd time you get like a little bit of a niggle, but it just doesn't take hold. So that happened to me last week. It was the first time in about 2 years. I had a bit of a sore throat, and I was like doubled up on my capsules, and it went away. But I didn't put anything on my Facebook saying I feel poorly or I'm ill or whatever, because people don't want to see that. You need to be a positive influence in people's lives. Our vision as a company, the company vision, is to inspire healthy living around the world. That's what we do. So I always ask myself, is what I'm doing, whether it's in real life or on social media, is what I'm doing inspiring healthy living around the world? And healthy living is about not just what you look like, but how you act, how you feel, and how you interact with other people. Your health is all of those things. So have a quick look at your profile picture. Is it you? Is it right? Is it bright? And change it if you want to. Is your profile happy? What does your profile say about you? Get your friend maybe to go and have a look at it. Have a look at that for me, Samantha, and tell me, what does that say? Do you think it might be somebody that you'd want to interact with? So that's really important. In terms of the product as well, if you haven't already watched or seen one of our opportunity calls, I'd recommend that you jump on one of those. I do a call every Wednesday night, a Zoom call just like this, every Wednesday and every Sunday night at 9 o'clock, where we launch people's businesses. If you haven't launched your business via one of these yet, speak to your sponsor, speak to your upline. If it's something that you want to do, we'll work with you to do that. It's very, very simple, but a great way for you to get your business started. But if you're either way, you can watch those and you can use them to share this opportunity with people and share the product with people. But it will also heighten your knowledge about the product and your knowledge about the business. There are a few on Elite Academy that I've done in the past that you can go and watch. I'm going to post another one, last night's one, this afternoon, if you want to go and watch that. But they're a great way for you to very simply share this opportunity with people. Like, how easy is it to jump on one of these? You just send the link to somebody who's asked you about it and say, why don't you jump on this call, have a watch of it, and then I'll catch up with you afterwards. So definitely get on and watch an opportunity call. The next thing I want to cover is, people ask me often, like, where do I find people to speak to? And it can be something that can be quite, when you first join the business, can be quite daunting. like I don't know enough people, or like guys, don't think that you don't know enough people. I was one of those. I thought I didn't know very many people. I had a very lonely job. I worked on my own, but actually the world is huge, and everybody needs this product. Everybody needs better nutrition, from no teeth to no teeth, right? From womb to tomb, everybody needs better nutrition. They just aren't aware that the product exists yet. So the market for what you're offering is huge. And the same with the opportunity. Like, I don't know anybody for whom £500 to £1,000 a month part-time wouldn't make their life a little bit easier. All your friends and family and the people you haven't even met yet are recommending products and services to people all the time, all day, day in, day out, and they don't get paid for it. That's all we do, recommend a product to people and we get paid for it. So where do you find people? So there's two ways, or two markets, if you like. The first one is your warm market. So have a look at your Facebook, how many, or whatever social media you use, how many friends do you already have, right, on your Facebook, in your social media network? How many friends do you have? People you used to go to school with, people that you know from work, whatever, right? Friends of friends. How many people do you have on your network? Most people have a few hundred Facebook friends, and then probably have a few hundred outside of that as well, who are friends in the real world, if you like. What I would recommend that you do, get a journal again, a different one, perhaps a business one, and write down all of those names into a journal so that you can see. I'm a very visual person. I like to be able to see, oh wow, there's a lot of people in there. They're your warm market. They're the people that you already know, love and care about and have some sort of relationship with already. So, and then what I would suggest you do is just reconnect with those people, start relationships with those people, start conversations. What people tend to do, and I'm going to put my hand up, I did it too 4 years ago when I first started, is we kind of do it wrong at the beginning. And that's why I want to do these calls, to help you get it right at the beginning. Sometimes we suddenly just juice plus all over everybody. Come and buy this product from me, come and join my team, come and join my business. And it really, really does make people go like that. They don't want to know. People don't like to be sold to. Think about how you make decisions about what you buy and what services you use and what you do. You ask your friends and family, but as soon as they come into your personal space and try and sell you something, generally we're not interested before we even know whether we need it or not. So what I would suggest you do is start contacting those people. I just sent messages. Hi, how are you doing? Long time no see. What are you up to these days? Hi, how are you? What's going on with you? How are the kids? Hi, how are you? Haven't seen you for 20 years. Are you still into going to the gym? That kind of thing people will respond to, and you just start those conversations. This is a relationship business. Relationship first, business second. Just build up those. This is a network marketing business. You need to build up your network a little bit so that people can see. They'll go on your profile, they'll have a look, and they'll see what you're up to, and they'll be like, oh, maybe they are already looking to make changes in their life, and they'll see that you are. But I guarantee if you ask people what they're up to in their lives, they'll ask you, what are you doing? What's going on with you? And you can say, do you know what? I've just started this little part-time thing. I absolutely love it. You might be interested in it, and just take it from there. What are you doing? What's going on with you? How are you? Blah, blah, blah. Just conversations, and take yourself out of being, just trying to sell the product, and go, actually, I just want to start a relationship with somebody, and that will really help you. And they're the people that you already know. So that's really simple. Go and talk to people you know. And then get your journal at the same time and have a look at all of those people. Who do they know? So let's think about Julie from work, maybe. Julie from work plays netball. So there's another 6 people in the netball team that you don't know, but Julie does. So this is about make a friend, meet their friends. Okay, it's not about you need to go and know 1,000 people. You make a friend, you meet their friends. And you can widen your network that way, through friends of friends, acquaintances, I suppose we'd call them, colleagues, people who you don't necessarily have a relationship right now, but you can build your friendship base. And that's how we make friends anyway. A lot of the people I know, way before I joined this business, were friends of friends, people that somebody else introduced you to. That's how you widen your network anyway. So that's 2 ways. Your warm market are the people you already know, and then their friends and family. They're kind of your lukewarm market, if you like. And then the third way, as you get further on in the business, really is about widening your network just through other ways, through social media. But right now, you probably don't need to do that too much. You can just add friends of friends, talk to friends of friends, and just start conversations. The other thing I want to share with you is people are going to say no, right? You may have experienced that already, and that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. If you can get over that and deal with that, you can be whatever you want to be in this business. You can have any level of success in this business. If you can deal with the fact, number one, people will say no. And number two, people won't understand what you do. So therefore, when they don't understand something, our instinct as human beings is to criticize it. It can't be real. It must be a scam. It can't be right. If it was that good, I've heard about it. Why don't they sell it in Boots? Blah, 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 right? You'll hear, I've heard it all. If you get something like that and you're not able to deal with it, speak to your sponsor, speak to your upline, use the groups and ask for help. But at the end of the day, you take the product, you feel the benefits. If they take the product, they'll feel the benefits too. That's a fact. It's proven. You go and give yourself some armor. Go and do the research. Go and read some of the research if you want to, the easy to read stuff. Get yourself on the opportunity call. Spend some time with your sponsor, understanding what's the company about, what's the business about, how do I feel taking the product, so that when people do come into your circle who say those things, that you can deal with it. But you have to understand that it's all right for people to say no. The vast majority of people will say no when you offer them the product and the business initially. I did for 6 months. As I wasn't interested, but eventually, over time, because the person who introduced me to the business was consistently happy, consistently healthy. I saw him, it's John Holloway, so he's upline from all of you. I saw him traveling the world. I saw him, doing fun stuff. I saw him loads of, like, drove a really nice car. He had a much cooler lifestyle than me. And I was like, well, hold on a minute. Maybe there is something in this. And then he just said to me about the product. His exact word he used to me was, I would much prefer that you had a shake going out the door than just grabbing a slice of toast and a cup of tea and running on empty. And it was that simple. That was that simple line that I thought, oh no, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I do. So don't worry if people say no. People often ask me, what's the catch in what we do? And the only catch in this, right? The only catch in it is that people don't understand what we do. If you can deal with that in the first few months in the business, you can deal with anything. And you can have anything you want. You can earn any income that you want. You can change people's lives through this product and this business. So I don't do this. When you first join at this level that you guys are at, quite often it's about, you want what you want and what you're trying to get out of it. And the reason for joining very often, and me, I was too, wanted to earn £200 a month, was very often about what can I get out of this. Once you move on a little bit and really start getting a few phone calls from customers, oh my God, I've lost half a stone, thank you so much. A couple of team members who can pay a bill that they couldn't have afforded without your help. Those things help you to realize and give you that armor around you to go, do you know what, without me, that might not have happened. So I'm proud of what we do. I'm proud of what we offer people. But yeah, so the only catch is that people don't understand it. If you can deal with that, you'll be absolutely fine. I promise you, right, hand on heart, you will come to no harm with this company. Absolutely none. Right? If you just be yourself, have some integrity, take the product and love it, and share it with other people, you'll never come to any harm in this company. There's no risk in what we do, and it's a very supportive, loving, caring environment. So it's an amazing opportunity to offer to other people, because people don't have that in their lives quite often. So what we do is information sharing, right? This is not a convincing business, it's an information sharing business. So your job, if you like, is to just go out there and share the information with people, pique people's interest, say less to more people. Don't bang on and on and on about it if someone's not interested. Just be consistent over time and people will see that. And eventually, I promise you, they start to come back. And what you actually want is a good yes or a good no anyway. A no is better than I'll think about it, I'll order it from you next week and blah, 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 blah. It takes ages. At least you know where you're at with a no or a yes. So just share the information with people, pique people's interest, be a consistent person in people's lives, consistently take the product, consistently start to look better and feel better, and people will start to notice. The other thing I really recommend that you do if you're not already is get yourself along to a local event. And I don't mean just one. Sometimes people say to me like, oh, I've been to an event. Like I go to events 2 or 3 times a week still now, 4 years into the business. I absolutely love them. It's a belly-to-belly business, eyeball-to-eyeball business, and you'll meet other people who either are where you want to be, who have a story that inspires you, whether it's product or business. I mean, you really, really start to understand what the heartbeat of this company is, what this company is really all about. So get yourself along to an event. Put your own on. I built my first probably 6 months in the business, 4 months maybe. I built my business on in-home events. We didn't have Zoom back then, so it's even easier now. You can get your friends to get on a Zoom call without even having to leave their home. But better still, if you can get them to a live event in your area, then they can see what this is all about. It's not just Samantha's little, thing that she does at home. This is actually a real business where people are making real money, making real life-changing decisions, and looking and feeling healthier and fantastic. So if you put an in-home event on, it's so simple. Just get the girls round for a coffee, or get the girls round for a glass of wine or whatever and talk to them a little bit about the product, a little bit about the business, and have some fun with it. I'm going to ask you to read a couple of things. So I've just got 5 more minutes on the call, so I want to rattle through a few things. Number one is read a book by Eric Worre. I've just given away my last one to one of my new team members, but it's a book called Go Pro by Eric Worre, WORRE. If you haven't already, he's got a website called networkmarketingpro.com. But the book is an essential read. So for my guys who are frontline to me, that's the first thing I ask them to do is go and read that book. Because what that does is it shows you the skills that you need to be a good network marketer. So it's just a real good foundation for you. You can read it. It's probably like, it's really, I don't even know. I usually have it with me, but it's very thin. I read it in one sitting, but it really helped me to see what the 7 skills of network marketing are. And the second thing I would recommend that you do is download this. You can get it on YouTube. You can get it on, I think it's free. You can listen to it on YouTube. You can get it on iTunes for about £1.25. I've got the CD. And people who join my team, once they've read GoPro and we have a chat about it, I usually send them, people who are frontline to me, I usually send them a copy of this in the post. But in the meantime, I would download it or watch it on YouTube. Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. I still listen to it. I used to listen to it every day in the car. I now listen to it probably once a week. It's absolutely brilliant. The guy is a genius. So really recommend that you listen to that if you haven't already. And then the third thing, from an audio point of view, is a DVD, or you can actually watch this for free on YouTube as well. It's called The Rise of the Entrepreneur. The Rise of the Entrepreneur. If you just put that into YouTube, watch the full version. There's a short 3-minute one, but there's a 50-minute documentary that talks about the way that the world is right now and what those 3 things will do. GoPro, that one, Building Your Network Marketing Business, and The Rise of the Entrepreneur. What those 3 things will do is give you the kind of rod of steel down your back that you're proud of what you do and you've made a really good decision to do something about the fact that the world is changing and how people make money is changing, etc., etc. That's such a good foundation for your business, is those 3 things. Go and find people who want something. So everybody's looking for something. They sometimes just don't even realize it because we're all so busy. So you just go out there and ask people questions. I did some training with some guys yesterday. I talked about being a master asker or a master asker, depending on where you are in the country. Be a master asker. Ask people questions. What's going on with you? Tell me more about that. That's really interesting. I'd love to find out a bit more about that. Okay, so if you start asking people questions, 2 of these, 1 of these, right? People will tell you what you need to know to wrap the product around them. They'll talk about the health. They'll talk about their children being sick and having colds. They'll talk about the fact that they've had to take some time off work. You can wrap this product around people with a genuine heart to help them. And the same with the business opportunity. People are coming up to Christmas. They don't have any money. They're worried about debt. Loads of us have debt, and other people, we don't know what's going on in other people's lives. So ask questions. What's going on with you is a great question. How are you? What's going on with you? How was your weekend? What are you doing for Christmas this year? And then just wrap the product and the business around them over time. That helps really massively. Go back to social media briefly. Your Facebook post should be exciting, should be motivating. If you look on Elite Academy, the team page, there's a couple of suggested posts in there of things that you can say very, very initially. I try not to sell the product on Facebook because it really does turn people off. You're not a shop. You can drop a few Juice Plus posts in there. Like I would always have like my water in the background of posts. I do the odd post about taking the product or whatever, but it's mixed in with things like, I'm really excited about the future. Just come off a really exciting conference call. Can't believe what I've decided to do. Things that people will interact with. But go and have a look at the pictures on Elite Academy that will give you suggested posts that you should be posting for the first few days in the business, first few months in the business. And even if you're further on than that, you can still go back and do things like that and talk about how excited you are, how good you feel, jumped out of bed this morning. Like it's Monday. How many of your friends dread Monday? How many of you dreaded Monday, didn't want to get up this morning? If you can talk about the fact that you're doing something about it so that next year is going to be better than this year, then that's really exciting for people. That's an opportunity for people. For me, I would have been 3 years ago, I'd have been at work now. I would have had to put my kids in childcare all week because it's half term, and I would have been at work. Now I'm still in my pajamas and I've been chilling out with my son this morning. And those are the sort of things that I just share with people, and other people see that. If you don't understand yet what you need for SDD, so the first promotional position is DD. You need 825 volume. And for SDD, it's 3,250. The purpose of this call is not to explain to you about the structure of that. Your upline and the person who brought you into the business, it's their responsibility to make sure that you know the basics. You can actually go and find it out yourself on your website or on your office if you want to, but you need to be, for me, the people that I interact with the most are the people who contact me. Not, you know, the people who say, I've read the book, I've read GoPro, I've watched that audio, I'm really excited, what do I need to do now? Right? They're the people that your upline, your sponsor, or you will be interacting with. So if you want the help to get moving, then you need to do the 3 things. You've done that, what do I do next? I've done that now, what do I do next? What do I need to get to SDD? So briefly, I'm going to tell you, you need 3,250 in volume, and the easiest way to do that is for you to bring in 3 team members and you all do 825 in 1 month. That's the easiest way to do it. 3 team members, everyone does 825 and you will hit your SDD. But sit down with your sponsor, have a 10-minute conversation about what you need to do that. It's just 5 orders each. 5 people, go and find 5 people who want to get healthier and feel better. And then I'm going to finish for the last minute on my 5 top tips. And if you want to ask any questions or if you need to go, that's absolutely fine. So I would sit down with your sponsors, sit down with your upline and answer this question. Why are you here? What are you involved for? What do you want to get out of it? Because everybody is different. What I want to get out of it and what you want to get out of it. I'm going to have a quick look. We've got Samantha, Katie on the call. What you want to get out of this business and your reason for joining will be different to mine. Your sponsor needs to understand that so that they can help you in the way that works for you. I can teach you how to earn £100 a month. That's one set of things that you need to do. I can teach you how to earn £1,000 a month. That's a slightly different, things that you need to do. If you want to earn £10,000 a month, that's different as well. So you need to say where you're at and where you want to be. And as I said, you can move through time if you want to, but it's very important that you sit down and work out why you're here. Do it yourself if you want to. Write down, why did I join? I wanted to earn a bit more money. I want to be healthier. I want to help people. Whatever it is, right? Just write it down so that you understand what does success look like for you. What's it going to look like? How is it going to feel when you get there? Like if like me, it was £200 a month, what was it going to feel like to have that £1,000 at Christmas? Amazing, right? I was like, have that £1,000 at Christmas will just be like, it'll be the best Christmas ever because we never had the money for it. And be really teachable. That's massively important. I think it's one of the big things that sticks out between the people who have success and the people who don't. Be teachable. What I mean by that is it's go and do the things. Some of you will already have downloaded that while I'm talking. You'll be finding your GoPro. That's teachable. That's the people who go, right, you're successful or you are where I want to be, so I'll do what you do. That's what I did with my sponsor. What do I need to read? What event do I need to go to? How do I speak to these people? I've got this person. What do I say to them? Really, really teachable. And learning. You earn while you learn in this business. If you think about people go to university for 3 or 4 years. I did 5 years. End with a load of debt and then have to start earning, having, with a load of debt and stuff behind them. This business, you earn while you learn. Nobody knows what they're doing when they're starting. It's absolutely fine, but you'll earn while you learn if you do it right. Go and talk to people. That's really what we do. Go and find people to talk to, people in the shops, people at the supermarket, your friends, your family. I don't mean talk at them, I mean talk to them. Find out about them. And you'll be able to naturally wrap this product around people. Look, we're coming up to Christmas. You'll have Christmas parties, family gatherings, all sorts of things. People want to lose weight now for the next 8 Fridays till Christmas. So people have got 8 weeks to be in the shape that they want to be for Christmas, have good hair, skin and nails, whatever, look good. You can talk to people about that, about your journey, about what you're doing, and they'll naturally ask you about it. So talk to people, get yourself out there and to the real world and in social media. Use social media to find people. That's what I do. I go and find people to talk to and then I ring them. Right? There's nothing like, we don't ring people anymore. Everything's on like this. Ring people up and chat to them. The last 2 are have fun. If you are having fun, you're enjoying yourself, if you're happy and excited, people will want to do it with you naturally. They want to be happy and excited too. So have fun with it. Talk about the fun that you're having. Get yourself along to an event and stick around and have some fun. Have a glass of wine. Talk to some people. Because while you're doing that, your friends are watching Coronation Street. So while I was out building my business in the first 24 months, I was having loads of fun while my friends were at home, just collapsed on the sofa, tired, like I had been before. And that's, people started to say, like, what are you doing, Emma? It looks like really good fun. You're traveling around, you're all over the place. It's like, I'm doing this, like, I've got this part-time business. It's amazing. Why don't you come and take a look at it? Might not be for you, but come and take a look. Some people loved it. Some people it wasn't for them. That's absolutely fine. And the last one I'm going to leave you with is set some goals for yourself. What I mean is, like, I'm very, and some of it, I think it's human nature. We like to tick things off. We like to achieve things, so we feel like we're getting somewhere. So set yourself some short, medium, and long-term goals so you can see your own progression. Product goals. So if you're on a health journey yourself, a weight loss journey, a weight gain journey, or a health journey, energy level journey, whatever, set yourself some short, medium, and long-term goals in your journal. Carry it everywhere with you, and tick them off as you go. Yeah, I feel better. Yes, I feel I've lost a bit of weight. I've gained a bit of weight, or whatever it is. I feel better. I was awake later at night, etc., etc. Set yourself some business goals. I want to earn my £50 back. If you've just started, that should be your first target. I want to get my 50 quid back. Then everything after that is profit. I want to be able to upgrade. If I'm just taking the complete shake, I actually want to get on the capsules. That's really important. Set that as a target. You can achieve that really quickly. I want to get my first 5 customers and hit my DD. Okay, set that as a target. And then medium goals. I want to be SDD by the end of November. How do I do that? Work backwards. I need 5 customers, I need 3 team members, whatever, right? Work your way backwards. Set yourself some really achievable but slightly stretching goals. And then further down the line, what about 2 years from now? What do you want it to look like? Maybe like me, you want to leave your job. You want to be able to retire your husband from his job. That's what I did. I retired myself and my husband in less than a year because I worked really hard at it and I realised what was possible. Maybe you want to be able to take your kids to school. That was a big one for me. I wanted to be able to take my kids to school at 9 o'clock, not 8 o'clock. Pick them up at 3 o'clock, not 6 o'clock. So those were like goals, but massive goals that took me a little bit of time to achieve. But now that's what we do. What about, and you want to be able to pay your rent, you know that you've got the car tax coming up. I don't know. Just sit down and work out what are your goals. Try and find just 10 things that you can achieve. 3 in the next 30 days, 3 in the next 60 days, and another 4 in the next 90 days. And then do the same for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. If you can see that in front of you and understand that you just have to talk to people, you have to know that people are going to say no, and you just have to share it with more and more people. And the only catch is people won't understand it sometimes. That's absolutely fine. That is actually all you need to know. Right, I've run over a little bit, but I want to say thanks very much for jumping on the call. We do it every single Monday morning at 11:30. If you are brand new and this is your first week and you don't know what I'm talking about, the call for you is tomorrow morning at 11:30, which is, it's your first week. That's going to be very basics. Welcome to the company, a little bit about the product, a little bit about the business, about the history of the company, etc., etc. So if you don't know that already, you're very welcome to jump on the call. But that's going to be, you know, why are we here call and what are you involved in call. If you want to go now, that's absolutely fine. If any of you got any questions, I'll have a quick look at the chat. This is brilliant. You're very well. Thanks, Kate. You're welcome. Cheers, Hayley. Joys of an office job. Yeah, I remember it well. So does anybody have any questions? Pop them in the chat function, or you can unmute yourself, and I'll answer any questions. If not, then I will let you go and have the rest of your Monday. I'll wait a minute. It doesn't sound like it, which is great. Okay. Doesn't sound like anyone's got any questions. Have a good day, everyone. Will do. Right, I'll let you go then. Have a wicked Monday. Thanks for jumping on the call. I hope it's helped. Appreciate any feedback in the group that you've got. Pop it into Elite Academy. You know, what was good information, what do you need more of. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye. Tell you what I'll do. I'll unmute you in case you want to try to speak. There we go. Okay, everyone's unmuted. So just say bye. Or if you're not at work. Bye, guys. Thanks very much.